I do find it easier to work on things that I have some sort of passion for, but I'm also really passionate about just building businesses and like
Yeah.
numbers and things like that. So in that way, I
Mhm.
feel kind of blessed that, even if I'm working on some brand that like has nothing to do with my personal interests, I can
Mhm.
still find like some passion about it just from like a business builder. If you're somebody who has like a lot of trouble with motivation, I do think just like testing products that you genuinely are passionate about or in a niche that you really like might help out with that.
Exactly. One of my mentors always told me to like be a mad scientist when it comes to your business, whether it be media buying or landing pages or products or anything. Like you said, just being able to test something, and if it fails, like good, like you learn from it. Like that's what you're supposed to test. So yeah, absolutely, I second that.
Awesome. Now, when it comes to creatives, um, do you do a lot of statics, a lot of videos, or you focus exclusively on one type of format? What would have been some of your winning creatives?
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely drop some sauce here. All of my top of the funnel ads, the ads that really scale my ad account, have all been video ads. And that's just for my product right now. If you saw my product in a still image and you've never seen my brand before, you would have no idea what it is. Like it needs a video to explain it. Um, Now, if I'm selling t-shirts or something, then sure, an image ad could get the job done. So I use video ads to scale, and then I use image ads for bottom of the funnel retargeting. And right now, I suggest everyone launch an image ad. It's so simple. Um, I just use a square image ad and I put a picture of my product. And then I actually found out this headline from Breakthrough Advertising. It just says for retargeting, like bottom of the funnel. Well, it doesn't say that, but it says like um, when people are very product aware of your product, that means you can send them an image ad and they resonate with your product and price. Very important. They already know your price. So my image ads say was this price. So for example, it was $100, now 85 with code whatever. And this is strictly for bottom of the funnel because these are people that have seen your website before. They know your price, and when they see this, they're super warmed up. And then Facebook will actually automatically give them the code and checkout. So it's been converting very, very high. It doesn't take a lot of spend because it's not scaling the ad account, but it's great for retargeting. Um, so yeah, just formally priced or was priced, and then the new price, and it just converts so easy.
That's fire. And there's so many Canva templates now too you can
Oh yeah.
utilize to kind of make like really, really nice looking ads like that with statics. What
hmm
about for your video ads? Do you focus mostly on the hook, or do you have like a specific format that you like to stick to or framework?
Yeah, so the hook is definitely the most important. I think it's very important that everyone does market research before they make the ad. So my market research, my concept sheet consists of like who am I selling to, what's my unique selling proposition in this video, what's my hook, what's my script, and then I'll do market research, and then I will pick out like a claim or an objection or a wants and desire of my target market, and then I'll craft my ad creative based on one of those. Um, and then, yeah, I always start with the hook. The hook is by far the most important. And the way I think about it is if you're going to spend $1 on your ad, you're going to be spending 80 cents on the hook, because if people don't stop to watch your video, your entire ad is wasted. Um, so the way I find hooks and craft hooks is I don't just come up with them. Like it's always like from market research. And lately, I've just been going through TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Reels or even YouTube titles just in my leisure time. If any piece of content stops my attention and makes me stop my scroll, it's probably the hook or the thumbnail. So I will take the actual title and just put it into my notes app. So I have a notes list of just a bunch of hooks for like literally any niche. A lot of golf stuff in there. But you can take that hook and then tweak it for your product. So for example, I had a golf hook. It was like 5 minutes of this drill is better than hitting 100 golf balls or something. And then I took that hook and actually made it for my car product, and it was one of my best performing creatives to date. So
Fire.
that's a super easy way to find hooks.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to do it. And also, there's a lot of like I like the idea of just analyzing yourself and your own behavior on social media. I think people don't do that enough. I definitely agree. Like,
Mm-hmm.
real quick, if you appreciate these clips and interviews that I put forward for you, then please make sure you use our Shopify link in the description to start your own Shopify business with an exclusive deal. And also make sure you check out akemulab.com for additional resources, free tools, guides, and just a lot of interesting stuff that will help your journey, even some software deals that are exclusive to akemulab.com. So make sure you do that and continue watching the video. Try to think of what makes you stop scrolling, right? Like that's a very simple thing. But if you write that down, then eventually you'll probably get really good at stopping other people from scrolling through just, copying that.
Exactly.
I'm curious, like, it seems like you get a lot of inspiration from things you're passionate about. Do you find that you generally test more products when you're testing products that you actually have like some sort of interest in, or do you think people should just not care about that at all?
Yeah. So, one of my first products the one that I scaled to 8K profit was a golf product. And in hindsight, I realized that worked because I knew how to market it, because I was the target market. I knew the type of copywriting that would work for this avatar because I just knew golfers. My dad's a golfer. My friends are golfers. I knew what to say in my primary text and headlines because I was so passionate about the product, and I actually wanted the product. It's like I wanted to buy it. So I always recommend people that are beginners in e-commerce and testing products to test a product that you would actually buy, because chances are if you would buy it, then other people just like you, like millions of other people just like you, would also buy it as well. So it's a great place to start. It's definitely more difficult to go into a niche and sell products that I wouldn't buy myself. But to combat that, you just got to do market research. So I kind of got away from doing market research for that product and specifically because I was the target market. Like I had the experience of the market research. So yeah, I don't think you should only test products that you're passionate about, because you don't want to hold yourself to a few niches. But yeah, either way, you got to do market research and understand who you're advertising to, which is something that people struggle with because a lot of people in e-commerce are young, and write copy to young people. But we're selling to older people, different genders, different countries. Like it all stems from market research and understanding who you're targeting and who you're advertising to.
True. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I do find it easier to work on things that I have some sort of passion for, but at the same time, but I'm also really passionate about just building businesses and like numbers and things like that. So in that way, I feel kind of blessed that, even if I'm working on some brand that like has nothing to do with my personal interests, I can still find like some passion about it just from like a business builder point of view.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think, yeah, if you're somebody who has like a lot of trouble with motivation, I do think just like finding things that you're passionate, like testing products that you genuinely are passionate about or in a niche that you really like might help out with that. I think it could be helpful.